What's up, bro? Today I'm gonna show you how to make your instruments sound like this. Alright, so let's get right into it. First of all, I have this sample that right here. It sounds like this. So the way I made that is, let me show you. With this pattern, I had it originally at 160 BPM, and I'm not gonna stretch, no. And so we have, first of all, the drums. I like having drums in my samples as well, because like if you think of old records, you're gonna have instruments, drums, all of it, vocals, all in one sample. So I like doing that myself when I make my own samples, and when I make my own samples, I don't have to run into royalty issues and all of that. So drum wise, we have this. Oh shit. I think it's swung. So yeah, you can see it's not perfectly on grid. It's not lining up. And then this. Same with this one. It's like the sample itself is like 2 hits. So when you put it into the piano roll, every one note is gonna be like 2 notes, and that is off grid as well. So it gives it like more swung feel. And then I added a kick. Oh, wait, no, it's not a kick. It's a crash. Yeah. And then this snare, I think. Yeah, it's like I don't know really what it is, but it's cool. And then this kick pattern. Right, and then instrument wise, we have this little bell sample melody, and this guitar as well. And we're also layering that with a vocal chop that comes on every downbeat, and those together sound like this. And with the drums, then processing wise, we are adding let's see, we're adding a tape mellow. It sounds like this. And then we're adding a wave shaper to add a bit of distortion. And lastly, I EQ'd it to cut the lows. Then when we stretch this back to 90 BPM, it's gonna give that grit feeling that stretch samples have. And it's gonna sound like this. Alright. There you go. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the first sample. Then I took the same sample, chopped it up, and I added a few more effects to give this second layer. It sounds like this. So all I did was chop it up, as you can see here. And I added this reverb with a really low dry level and high wet level, and a short decay to make it sound like a closed room. So it sounds like this. And then I filtered it out with an EQ and boosted it a little bit. So yeah, that's it for the samples. Then we have these chords that come in and layer. Sounds like this. So there's 4 layers. I'm gonna show you one by one. So first we have this CS80 preset playing these stabbed sort of chords, and then processing wise that has a reverb. No, sorry. This reverb, this EQ, and a reverb, and this is a really wet reverb, a lot of decay. And then we have this pad from Prophet playing the same chords, layering, but it's not stabbed, so it's just sustained. And that has just an EQ. So without the EQ, it would sound like this. Really sort of harsh and aggressive, but just one of those low mid frequencies to fill up the mix a bit. Then we have this piano coming in with the low notes as well. And that has a tight EQ. Without it, it would sound like this. Just one of those mid frequencies. And chord progression wise, or wait, sorry, there's still the guitar. So we have this muted strat from Flex, and it plays this little pattern right here. And the velocity is different on every note to give it like sort of a pulsing, moving feeling, not just to be like static. And chord progression wise, what we have is we're in the key of B flat minor, and we have a that is a E flat minor going into a C diminished. Oh, sorry. Something like that. And then to the root or the 1 chord, the B flat minor. And you can see right here that before going to the root note, we're taking the 5th of the chord. So we're in B flat minor. The 5th would be the F. So we put the F in the bass. So we have a B flat minor over F, that's called. And what that does, it creates a bit of tension, because you want it to resolve. You would like it to resolve straight away, right? Shit. You would like it to resolve like this. Right? But we take this B flat and we take it down to an F. So we go doom, doom. And then we also have this A right here. That is the 3rd in, if we look at the chord of F major, A is going to be the 3rd. So when we have this F and A, we're basically creating a dominant to tonic relationship. What a dominant is the 5 chord in any key. So we're in the key of B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is going to be the F, and that is the dominant. So we go 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, to the 2 chord, then to the 5 chord, and then to the 1. So it sounds like this: 4, 2, 5, 1. And if anyone has listened to a bit of jazz, the 2-5-1 progression that's going on right here is very common in jazz music. It's, I don't know, it's like a staple of jazz. So 2-5-1 it's the 2 leads into the 5 very well, and the 5 leads into the 1 very well. So it's like a thing you're used to hearing, and it's, yeah, you just know where it's going. And then we have this guitar also. So staying on the 1, the B flat all the time, except for when we go to the 5 chord, it goes down to an A. So all of that together is gonna sound like this. And then when we layer both of them in the final project, it's gonna sound like this. Wait, sorry. Here you go. Oh shit. There you go. And if you want to know how to make these type of drums, I'm going to show you that in the next video. Peace.